Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. Today I have a project share and I also have a small giveaway. First off, I want to say that what you're looking at is my project share, my square fake bake. And as you can see, I made some mistakes. And I'll be honest with you, my favorite channels here on YouTube are the ones that show their mistakes and tell you how they learned from them, and so you can learn from them as well. Those of you who have been with me for a long time know that I have issues with not having everything just so. I work really hard on my projects and I want them to reflect that. And also, I had someone in my life that constantly would tell me, perfection is the goal. But when it comes to crafting, and we love things handmade, part of the beauty of the handmade objects are you can get close to perfection, but perfection's definitely overrated. So having said all of that is my way of saying, yes, you can see right off the bat one of my mistakes. A boom. We're not going straight. We're going. I should not have jumped into a square cake, so quickly. I should have stayed with round. The only round ones, as you may know, that I've done so far are the ones that I created with pool noodles. And they're small and they're fun and I really enjoy them. This one is done with a Dollar Tree styrofoam square. I think they're in the floral section if I'm not mistaken. Or where you can get, how you can get the items, even, like frames and floral tape and things of that nature. And I was excited to find them because in my area it's rare. So I do have two others upstairs waiting for me to tackle them, and I'm going to wait a while till I learn a little more. One thing I really wanted on this, I wanted to try a ruffle. And as you can see, I wanted a ruffle all the way around the top. Now the tip I used with this ruffle is a leaf tip, but it isn't the one that looks like a bird's beak. That one I used to do the small leaves and the larger leaves. I love that tip. This leaf tip has a slit like all the way like this, and then a little triangle here, so that that will give you the illusion of a leaf. But I'm not really keen on that one for my leaves, because you have to be very careful when you pull it away, or otherwise the tip of the leaf goes like this, like a forked tongue. You know what I mean? And if you get there soon enough, and there's a little trick where you can take your finger and thumb and go like this and place it into a point. So I thought, okay, I saw it on YouTube. A lot of the videos I watch these days are the ones who decorate cakes that are edible, or real cakes. And her ruffle was very flowing. You know what I mean? It was very much like this. Me, I kind of laughed once I started this, because I was like, oh, okay, Corn, I see where you're going. When I make my own ruffles, sometimes I gather them a lot. You know what I mean? It all depends when you're making them out of fabric or lace or what have you. You can, depending on, how tight you draw your thread and stuff, you can make it very, very tight ruffle or a more loose one. Well, I laughed when I started because I was like, wow, I really want a tight ruffle on this. the, these little, what is supposed to be like little pearls, this is all done, by the way, the icing is all done with spackle or spackling. And I colored it with a mint green. And then when it came to the lavender and purple, because the violets are done in purple, when it came to them, I did variations of the shade. As you can see, even the roses are done in 2 shades. The roses and these other little flowers, I don't know what they are, and the violets were, and these little tiny ones, I'll point, yeah, you can see it. This small one, the little white one, they are all done on parchment paper first and then placed on the cake. Then once they are placed on the cake, then and you can you can place it on there 2 ways. You can either put it on the cake, because my cake is already dried, okay? Because if you decorate your cake after it's dried, your fake bake, you can actually scrape it off if you don't like it. Okay, and I could have done that here because you could see I went, but to me, that's what a real ruffle looks like. But at the same time, that little thing, it drives me a little bit cuckoo because, like I said, I have someone in my head saying, do it over. I did do a little section over, but I was determined not to do one in the back. As you can see, this ruffle right here kind of fell down. And I could have scraped it off and started over on that section, but I was like, no, you need to, I think I need to say, okay, it's good, leave it alone. With the leaves and with the tiny little seeds and stuff like that, they come in with the tip has a teeny tiny opening. The leaves is that same leaf tip that looks like a bird's beak. And those were done, that's colored spackling was done after everything was on. And the same with these. I wanted my roses not to be flat. I wanted them up. And so what I ended up doing after they were dried and sitting on my parchment paper over here, and these flowers as well, I took my leftover mint spackle and I just put it in a round tip that not tiny, not huge, middle-sized hole, and just just kind of did a circular mound that kind of looked like a big kiss, like a chocolate kiss in the middle. And that's when it was nice and wet. That's when I put this rose and this rose and this rose on, and also, and I let that dry because there was so much spackle there, I knew it needed days to dry. After that was dried, then I came back and put my spackle on the back of the white flowers. And then once they were dry, then like I said, then I can put the leaves on directly. You know what I mean? They're not separate over here that I did a few days ago. Those I can just do directly. As you see, because some people I think are thinking, what is corn going to do with all these fake bakes? Well, I really do decorate the dining room and the kitchen with them. This one, but as you all know, most of the colors in those 2 rooms are, this beautiful blue, green, and pink for the most part, but I have other colors as well. But if you've been with me a while, you know that violets are special to me because of my maternal grandmother and my mama. And so they hold a special part in my heart. So I wanted to do the violets. And I have done the violets in icing before for a cake in the past. And it was so much fun because it just brings back some sweet memories, So also, to be honest, my second favorite color is lavender, not purple, but lavender. I love pastels. And as you see, I have one of my cookies, my sugar cookies is here with my, what would be tea. I have sugar cookies here also to decorate. and to bring up that color again. I I thought it would be fun to do a display like this with some fake bakes because um, I personally love the idea of them also. I think cakes are beautiful personally. And I think they're delicious, but like everybody has teased me in the comments, like, I really like yours because there's no calories involved, and that's so true. So that's my project share on my fake bake here. And so those of you who have skipped ahead and said, where's that giveaway? Well, remember I had showed you some of the things on my last Hobby Lobby haul and said this is for a future giveaway. And these are Disney Minnie Mouse stamps. And let's see, what do you get? It just says clear stamps, Minnie Mouse, 10 pieces. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to take that off. They're just talking about small parts, not for children under 3 years. I think whenever a lot of us think of Minnie Mouse, we think of girly. That's our girly girl. She is definitely a girly girl, always, sporting her bows and looking her best. And and so this is part of the giveaway. Oops. And since we're doing girly girl, I thought, well, let's do some high heels. And this is part of the fairy tale collection. This just says 2 pieces. Well, that's it. It's they are gorgeous, by the way. I would love to have a pair of shoes like this. But at the same time, like I mentioned before, I no longer wear heels of this height. Still have some nice dress shoes, but not that tall of a heel, okay? So the winner will get our mini stamps and our charms of a great, great pair of shoes, okay? So I'm gonna put this here. Oops, let's do that here and here. Now, the rules are basically what they've been for years. You must be 18 or older. You must be a subscriber of this channel. I mean, that's only fair. And I will be honest with you. I have people subscribe for the giveaway, and then as soon as the giveaway is over, they unsubscribe. But, nothing I can do about that. You must say in the comments below, if you are the winner, what plans would you have to create with these 2 items? I asked that the last time too, because it's important to me to see what my subscribers are into, what they do. Because not all of them do the same thing. You would think, well, Corin, the majority of your subscribers are paper crafters, and they all would do a certain, X, Y, and Z. It's not the case, which I find fascinating and love it. Love it. And, of course, that might be the case here with the stamps, but definitely might not be the case with the charms. This is lighter, so I'm not going to put in US only because these are lighter. Whenever I don't say US only, then, you know what I mean, then others are welcome to enter. I'm going to put in the description box below when I will pick a winner, because I'll be honest with y'all, at this time, I don't have a set date. I have a lot of stuff going on right now. But I thought, because I got a lot of compliments, especially on the charms, but there's some Disney fans, subscribers of mine too, that like this. So, it will possibly be around 2 weeks. I'm not 100% sure. Okay? But I will put in the description box. By the time this is uploaded and everything, I'll do some research and see when I have to do certain things that I have on my calendar. And then I will put in there when I will pick a winner. Okay? And I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.